Happy New Year to everybody. There's a lot of new stuff coming up in the world of hardware, actually. Something really buzzworthy is the Ultrabook, they're calling it. What it is it was inspired by the MacBook Air. They're taking the laptop and making it thinner, lighter, and smaller for travel purposes, but they're also packing a lot of juice into it. So they start with a Core i5 processor, which is about middle range, but the amazing part is these things are like a quarter-inch thick. It's the craziest thing because they got rid of the hard drive in them. They're using what's called a solid-state drive. It's all just chips, and it makes it so that and they're using the new LED LCDs, so the LCD screen is like paper thin. It's amazing. The only thing that concerns me about this whole technology, when it gets that skinny, it's got to start to get fragile. And I know that you're traveling with this thing. Do you really want something paper thin that could accidentally get bumped in your luggage and there it goes? I don't think so. So hopefully the technology companies have figured out how to sacrifice the weight that they give. They started around $1,000 for a 15-inch screen device, and that's base model, nothing, no frills. Several of the models that are coming out are like the Cadillacs of the devices. They start in the $2,000 range. It's about twice the price for one of these devices right now, which makes sense because it's new technology. Definitely something to look forward to and look into for those people that are road warriors that spend a lot of time traveling. Because, again, yeah, it might be fragile, but instead of lugging around a 10-pound laptop, you're lugging around a 3-pound laptop. And it gives you a 15-inch screen just like your 10-pound laptop did, and a full keyboard, and and it's zippy because they're really fast because of the SSD. The SSD accesses data a lot faster than a spinning storage. Again, though, there's another drawback because the SSDs are still not proving themselves 100% reliable as on the long term. Just because the data that gets stored on a platter on a disk, which is what hard disks have, they're little plates that are magnetically charged. It's physical media. When it's stored on a solid-state drive, it's on a chip. It's like the RAM chips for your computer, like the chips you stick inside your phones now and your cameras to store data. They're only good for a certain number of reads and writes. It's getting better, but it's not there yet, in my opinion. But it's a good deal for a laptop. Like I said, spend a year, 2 years, 3 years with your laptop, and you're usually replacing it anyway. So I guess in that respect, not such a bad thing. And the solid-state drive is vibration resistant, so you don't have to worry about, oh no, I bumped my laptop while it's running and lost my data, because that doesn't happen. There's no worries about vibration. I mean, it can take, and again, like I said, depending upon how they build the frames of these things, they should be able to take a couple lighter hits, better than your original laptop did, which is a good thing. Almost every company is developing one of these. All the mainstream companies. HP has one in the works, Dell has one. Asus currently is the one that released theirs. That happened a week ago. But yeah, every company is trying to push one of these things out because they realize that a lot of people have laptops and a lot of people want their laptops to do more with less space. So that's what they're doing with these. It's very much inspired by the MacBook Air, like I said, except it makes it an enterprise device because it's Windows 7 capable. And the Core i5 to start, they can go up through to a Core i7, which is the latest chip from Intel. So we're talking about a chip that's usually designed for a desktop, crammed into a laptop that's a quarter-inch thick. I mean, it's amazing. You're going to have tons of power in a little teeny tiny space. It's an interesting technology to see happen because we're getting closer and closer to that that science fiction thing where you unroll your computer and use it and then roll it back up and stick it someplace so you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a game changer because it's still a laptop no matter how you look at it. But the big thing also is battery life. Battery life is extended drastically in this thin laptop because it doesn't require as much juice to push the device. So all the new chips the chips that have released, the mobile chips require like about half the wattage of the last models. Because there's no spinning storage, hard drives take up the majority of your power constraints on a laptop right now. The hard drives are not going to be there anymore. So that's a lot more power that can be used for other stuff and, well, to extend your battery life. Yeah, they're talking 10 to 12 hours on a single battery charge, which, again, really nice plus, but I don't see it for a $2,000 price tag. That's it for now, and we'll see you in February.